Okay.
Yeah, I'd say we're pretty ready.
All right, let's go ahead and get it started then. Welcome back to Dungeon Crawl Classics Lankhmar, Blades Against Death. This is our third and final chapter, dealing with death. Tonight's episode, as always, is starring Bauchicha the Gladiator, played by Tebao. How you doing, Tebao?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. And Olsolva the Thief, being played by none other than Wallaby. How are you doing today, Wallaby?
I'm feeling a little nervous, but I'm feeling prepared to go all out.
Excellent. And as always, we're going to dish out a couple of luck tokens to everybody, including our viewers at home. So if you'd like to play along with us, you can do so. And for those viewers at home, let's go ahead and do a quick recap of what we've been up to these past several sessions here in the city of 7,000 smokes, the city of the Black Toga, the city of Lankhmar. So yeah, I'll let you two take it away. Wait, what have your characters been getting up to these past couple of weeks?
Well, we have been plotting the house that we're going to be building. Pretty excited about that, actually. It's going to be got some stone and wood walls and some things around it, so I guess we'll hear back about that in a little while. But I'm pretty stoked on that.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I hope we live to enjoy it.
I think you might. And yeah, you've made your way through the charnel house.
Yes, I guess, yeah, the Carnal House, House of the Carnifex, or, we needed to locate, the portal, and we were
Gates
smart
to the
enough.
realm of the dead.
That's right, and strong enough to use, the sword Bauchicha had to slice the chains.
That's right, that is exactly where we left off, with you opening the gates of the dead and entering into those strange mists. So that is exactly where we will pick up now. You and your companions are enfolded in gray mists, like boundless funerary shrouds. Just as it seems as if the mists are endless. Oh, hold on. Good boy, playing the wrong song. You and your companions are enfolded in gray mists, like boundless funerary shrouds. Just as it seems as if the mists are endless. A crow caws from the gray void, and the mists part, revealing a towering stone throne. A squat, bearded giant sits atop the throne. Oh my god, there's a fucking bee in here. Jesus.
Oh,
Oh,
the suspense.
oh wow,
God.
oh my god, that thing was huge.
What a build-up.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, wow.
Roll a will save, quick.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm gonna open the window up again and just hope that... Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, do what you gotta do. Please.
Okay. Is everybody alright?
Yes. Are you all right, sir?
Could you see it? Could you see it on the video? Could you see how big that bee was?
I wish that I had had that up, and now I'll have to go back and see. Good lord.
Yeah, we'll have to clip that because that was that was really funny and terrifying. I'm sorry that I really do hope that you could see because it flew right in front of the camera in my face. Let's rewind. Let's try that with third take here. One more
There are
time.
no bees in the mists.
No. Yeah, that was not in the game. That was in real life. Okay. You and your companions are enfolded in gray mists, like boundless funerary shrouds. Just as it seems as if the mists are endless, a crow caws from the gray void, and the mists part, revealing a towering stone throne. A squat, bearded giant sits atop the throne, girdled in a chalky white hauberk, a greatsword resting across his lap. A veiled concubine kneels on one side of the throne, and behind her, the blind, tattooed crone whose portent spurned your quest, the Witch of Salim. And behind the throne, standing in the gloom, soundless, bound in silver shackles, is none other than Siglin the Wizard.
Stop. Oh my god.
Wow.
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 Siglin.
Yeah, I guess Ulsal would definitely blow a kiss to the Witch of Salem. Say thank you. Little wink.
Just pulling up this,
Well, that's sick.
it's also royalty free. But this is what the illustration we'll be using for now, for this area. But you stand before this court, the court of death himself, a massive skeletal bearded giant. The concubine stands and approaches you, and she asks you. She says, "Greetings. My name is Eris. What business do you have here in the court of death?"
Actually, I'm here to get my friend Siglin, who you actually have there, it looks like.
Yes, yes. I do apologize though. My master is not willing to part with his wards. However, he will gamble for the souls of the damned.
Gamble. I'm not much of a gambling woman, but what would this entail?
Well, I'm glad that you would ask. The game will be Death's Trump. 4 cards will be placed in front of you. You may choose 2 cards. Death trumps all other cards. But a pair of cards will trump death. So if you have the death card in your hand when the cards are flipped over, then you will receive Siglin's soul. However, if Eris possesses the death card when she flips her cards over, then, well, you will need to put up another soul as collateral.
Hmm. Do you mind if I speak with my friends for a second here?
Yeah, no, not at all. And with a quick gesture from Death, the Witch of Salim steps forward, placing her deck of tarot cards atop a pedestal of skulls that appears from the mists. And yeah,
Hmm.
Alright.
I was thinking, hey, could you maybe, Desmond, note which card is which here by any chance?
I don't think that's
No.
within his
Oh no, Lydia.
within his realm of doing, but you know, I'm pretty lucky. I wouldn't mind gambling for you
you
if you
also
didn't feel like doing it.
happen to possess on your persons, one of you, a Fool card.
Oh, well, yeah. We can use that.
I mean, I can't tell you that. I'm just the dungeon master.
Oh, I got you now. Never mind. It's yeah.
A pair, remember? Here are the
Yeah.
rules.
To make
No, we got it.
a pair.
We got it.
Yep, you choose 2
Yeah.
cards, leaving
Yeah.
2 cards for Eris. The cards are turned over one by one. Death trumps any single card, and a pair beats a single death.
What about Chicha? Do you want to do it? What's the plan?
Let's make a.
He's your friend, but I'll do it for you if you want.
Yeah.
And then who's soul if things go bad?
Oh God.
Desmond shakes his head. Desmond's definitely not putting his soul up on the chopping block.
Yeah, he's been through a lot. Couldn't do that to him.
Desmond's like, I got too much potential. Like, I'm sorry. I know you want your friend back, but it ain't me.
I don't want to be the one.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll put myself up, but let's just go ahead and say that you'll win, so maybe we won't have to worry about that.
Yeah. I mean, we got the card for the possible switcheroo on the pair, so.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
All right. Well then, I suppose you should step up to the table and pick 2 cards from the stack here. And you said you're trying. You have this fool card. You might be trying to make a pair with it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You'll need a DC 15 pickpocket check in order to find a window to hand muck the deal.
Did I roll for that first, or
You should pick the cards first.
pick the cards first? Okay.
Okay. Those 2, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I will grab those 2 cards. And then I'll move Oh, we lost a circle.
I wasn't prepared for this much suspense this early.
Oh,
No
it's
circles left behind.
Why can't I pick it up? Absolute madness. All right. Sorry this is taking so long. I tested it out before and it worked fine. There we go. There's your 2 cards that you will take, and then Eris gets the 2 cards below that. You want to slip the fool card in, yeah? You want to try to do that, or do you want to try to like maybe peek at what you got?
I would like to peek at what I got.
Yeah, if you peek at what you got, you'll be able to
Yeah.
know which one you're going to be sneaking, because you don't want to mess up, yeah.
Is that a
let me
pickpocket
see
check
if
as well?
let me see if that's even possible here. So yes, because you're being watched, you need a DC 15 pickpocket check. On a failed check, it indicates that you were unable to find a window to muck the deal, but you weren't caught cheating, save for a natural 1. On a successful check, you're able to swap your own card into the hand, permitting a pair of lesser cards or the draw of death, provided you chose death in the first encounter. Okay. All right. So
Do you say yes?
I'm gonna say you can't peek. You
Oh.
just have to let me know which card you're swapping.
That's rough. That almost.
Okay. Maybe is it possible to swap one of her cards with the Fool, so that if it's death, it's able to take that chance away?
I would say it's farther away from your character. Like it would be, you could muck your own cards, but mucking the dealer's cards in this case would be impossible.
Okay. Fair enough.
So,
I don't know if I should swap one at all then.
I
Sorry,
know.
I'm kind of confused.
Like, if we could. Yeah.
Because then that could potentially hamstring us.
What would the point of, yeah. Guess it's just a.
It's dicey, right? Like it's almost a 50-50 chance either way. You know, it's a 50-50 chance that you've already drawn the correct cards. And it's a 50-50 chance.
Is it possible if like one of those is the Fool after I look at them to like swap in the other Fool to make it a pair? Is that like a thief ability, or would there be too much watch at that point?
I feel like it's a little much for the watch.
Okay. No, I guess let's flip them.
Okay. All right, here we are.
Sorry
and
for being so slow about it.
No, it's totally fine. There's a lot of tension here, and it is your character's eternal soul on the line.
It is.
Okay. So I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a d4. 1, 2, 3, 4, to see which card we're gonna flip over first. All right. Flip over the first card. Oh, goodness. No, what have I done? That's not flipping it over. It's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So the moon card. Over the second card now. This one is going to be the first card that is yours. Oh, I see. I know what I've done. I know what I've done wrong. The Fool was your first card. Sorry, I'm sorry this is taking so long at this point. That's my fault. I should be able to fix it now, though. There we go. Okay.
Is there a chance for me to do the pickpocket thing at this point?
Yes, if this dice doesn't come up as a 3.
Wow.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. All right, so you can. I will say that yes, you can if you roll at least a DC 15. But if you roll a 1,
slip it under there.
If you roll a 1, you get caught cheating death in death's court.
Please do not roll 1. Oh my lord.
5%.
Don't do it.
Sorry, I'm just really nervous. I can't push the button.
It's okay. If you you don't have to. You don't have to.
What do you think?
I'll give you 10 more seconds.
Uh,
Oh,
All right. 17. I
17.
can put some luck on it. What'd you say was a 15?
15 is what you needed to swap the cards. So just give me a moment. I'll swap those cards around for you. So there's those cards. You already know what that is, so we don't have to do a dramatic flip.
Oh wow, a pair.
Oh wow, a pair. And then the final card is flipped. I goofed that up as well. Goodness me.
That's fine. It's a new mechanic. It's pretty cool.
Thank you. It was the beggar card, which means in your hand you hold currently hidden from everyone the death card. And with the pair of fools and you actually tricking death, Siglin is brought forward. Yes. Death snarls, and the Witch of Salim grins smugly. Eris spouts horns and bats wings. The slain character Siglin steps forward and holds out his shackled hands, the silvery chains flickering as if imbued with moonlight.
is it really Siglin?
It is really Siglin, but they are still shackled by the chains of fate.
I've got this sword thing.
Yeah, did you want to try to use that to cut those chains?
Yes, please.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100 to see if that's possible.
45.
45. Yeah, that's good. It is not yet. 6. Yeah, you would have 12% chance
Is
there.
it still 6? Or
No,
is
it's
it
12 now. It's 12. Yeah. And in the swirling mists and the void around you, you can spy a shimmering portal. It looks like flickering torchlight and glinting off of wet cobblestones beyond.
So, hey, Siglin, you know your way around in here?
Siglin's
Oh yeah, when he's
no. Oh no, yeah, Siglin's just now for the first time, like, coming to consciousness again after dying. And lets out, like, a weird yelp.
a yeet.
A yeet.
Yeet.
Okay. Is the Witch of Salem, is she still in here?
She started to cackle. Death is howling. And his demoness concubine is whirling around on bat wings, spouting flames from her mouth.
It looks like that might be our way out of here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're very happy that
Yeah,
we've
I think we should go.
Yep, let's hit that portal.
All right, you push your way through the portal, and it sends you tumbling into the streets of Lankhmar. It is midnight, and the flat lamps flicker with crimson lights. The scene is eerily normal. Raucous sounds echo from the nearby taverns and inns. Cats hiss from oily alleyways. Painted ladies and men beckon from shadowed eaves. And all seems right with the world. As you regroup and to begin to recover when you begin to recover from your trials and your travels, you hear a singular caw and turn just in time to see a two-headed raven cross the moon.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've made some friends.
That sounds about right.
I'll bring us
Did
over.
it?
You also still have that death card, so we'll say
Yeah,
that's
I'm
gonna
really
take.
excited about that.
We'll, that'll come into play next time someone dies, basically. Um, you'll also all receive a permanent luck point for getting Siglin back, including Siglin. Siglin, if you still have their character sheet, they do
I
permanently
do.
lose a point of stamina
Okay.
from being dead. But however, everything else about them is more or less the same. And for the first time since I don't know how long, you are all Siglin and Bauchicha are reunited, and let's get I have Siglin's little token somewhere in here.
What does he look like? Is he like his normal self, or is
Yeah,
he
that's what I was
like
gonna
a?
say. What is his body looking like? I mean, he's
Oh yeah, he's not like undead or
dead.
anything. Here, let's come
Oh,
over
that's
here.
cool.
Yeah, it's they come back
Like,
looking more or less as good as they did when they died. There they are on the end. I don't think they have a character sheet yet, but they are a wizard. Siglin the wizard has returned. Siglin the White, maybe. I'll say that. I'll say if you want to change magic schools, I will let you like re-roll the spells Siglin knows. I'll say that like maybe while he was undead in the domains of death, maybe he learned more spells. Maybe he became a black mage. Maybe he became a white mage. He was a gray wizard, correct?
I think so.
So
Let me see. I don't.
if you
Nope,
wanted
he
to,
was black.
oh, he was a black mage. Interesting. So yeah, if you wanted to keep that or change that, it's kind of up to you. What spells did Siglin have? It has been so long.
I
Right?
may
Can we
want to
go
keep
back
it the
and
same.
refresh?
He's got magic missile, flaming hands, detect magic, animal summoning, runic alphabet, spider climb, force manipulation cantrip, mouse's transference, and scorching ray.
Oh wow! And
Yeah, he's level 3.
Mouse's transference, I believe, is see here. Actually, a great question. Oh, where is that book at? Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I won't be able to hear you because I have my headphones off. Trying to find. Mouse's transfer. Where did I put that book at? Oh, there it is. Cool. All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
And wasn't Siglin an agent of Old Ning as well?
Yes, that was his patron.
Mouse's transference. What is this? Caster uses another being as a gateway to harm a target creature. Any harmful action or attack, mundane or magical, resulting in damage against the caster may be directed through another being or channel, who directs the harm back to its point of origin, the target. What? To cast a spell, the person or creature acting as the channel must be within range. It must be possible for the caster to make eye contact. Once eye contact is established, the channel must make an opposed will save versus the caster if it wishes to break the link. Once the link is made between a caster and a channel, it must be maintained for 2 additional rounds, during which the harm inflicted on the caster must be directed to the channel, round 2, and then the channel must make physical contact with the target, round 3. If the harm to the caster is physical, then she will take all damage inflicted on her. But the target will take the damage as per result below, and the channel will be unaffected. If the harm to the caster was magical, then the effect of the spell is directed at the target as per spell results, and the caster and channel both remain unharmed. What madness of a spell. I didn't know you had that spell. How crazy is that?
Yeah. It sounds like a pretty good torture spell.
Oh, and just for combat too, with Bauchicha closing the distance in melee and touching the target that tried to like cast magic at you, you just cast it through Bauchicha back at them. Maybe even more deadly than they casted it on you.
Nasty.
Very, very cool stuff. So yeah, on that note, let's get Siglin kind of set up here as a character. I wasn't sure if you were going to get them back or not, but it looks like you have.
Can we zoom
that's
in
pretty
more to the
crazy.
characters?
Got 2 wizards in the group now. I'm sure they're getting along.
On the stream or for you all?
Yeah, on the stream. Because we look good. Yeah.
How did you spell yeet?
YIIT.
That's right. There we go. Use that token and save changes. All right, Siglin Yeet is now a character. Has a character sheet and everything. We can update that
Yeet.
whenever we need to. And let me take a look and see if it works. Yep, but I need to adjust some things.
Did it when there's time between stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to... We have to figure out, like, what all you're going to do now. There will be a party in your honor soon.
In Siglin's honor?
Not necessarily. I don't think Siglin has done anything.
Yeah, no. Or just for the rest of the party.
Well, yeah, and Siglin obviously is invited. Although people might not be aware that Siglin has died and come back.
That's fine. We don't need to know. Just worried too about... It's not about the sword though, is it? We don't want to draw too much attention about that.
Oh, so yeah, the sword is going to disappear soon.
Oh.
Like, in a few days. So you won't have to worry so much about hiding that sword. But you will have to worry about, you know, people coming after you because you stole that sword. Speaking of which, someone roll a D100.
44.
44, excellent. Hold on, let me see. Can you see Siglin's name?
No.
You see it
Yes.
now. There we go. Okay. All right, so 44. You all are fine for now. As you walk off into the Lankhmar. Where's my dice at? Hold on. Oh wow! I almost pulled everything down. I almost did that thing I said I
You're
wasn't gonna
attached.
do.
Be careful.
It's your #1 goal.
Oh. Oof, that was sketchy. It wasn't as scary as the bee, but like I did almost pull everything off.
The bee.
That bee. 33, alright. So you all walk into, you're in Lankhmar, it's late at night. It's an unusually clear evening, with some faint mist and stuff hanging on the ground, just kind of like ambiently. And you do come across a few people milling about here at night, a pair of rival merchants seemingly arguing in front of their shops, even though it's after business hours, just in the night. They're like just kind of yelling at each other drunkenly. But other than that, on the streets of Lankhmar here, there's not much going on this night, other than some reveling within the taverns and brothels and other late night locales. And we'll say you all got popped out somewhere on Gold Street, somewhere around here.
I'm too zoomed in. Where? Sorry.
Somewhere about here.
Okay, cool. All right. Siglin. Wow. What a crazy.
I
It's
can't
been.
remember his voice. Hold on.
Oh, right. How was your voice?
what is it?
Welcome back. What a crazy, pretty much year it's been without you.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
What? Oh god. Okay.
You know, the
That's right.
afterlife. It's been pretty strange on my voice.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got a house set up coming.
Ooh, living the high life now.
Your apartment is no longer.
What'd you do to my apartment?
You've been dead, so it got rented out to another person.
True.
You know. So I guess I need to maybe speak with people. Like, was the house getting built? Did we say that?
I think you
We had
all
already
did.
paid-
3 months. Yeah,
It was 1 month of labor, yeah, or something.
I think it's 3 months total.
Okay. So we're getting that built. I guess are we just kind of living at the Rainbow Palace till then?
Yeah,
I
for
think
now.
we have a little bit of time to hang out there. We've got the sweet boat, and I've got this awesome book that's kind of pointing me into some ways we can make some money here. Now that we've got Siglin back around, I think that the group of us here could really make some cash.
Well, wait, hold on. Metal Gear, yeah. I wanted to talk to you all about that. Just a little bit. I think I'm gonna head off to the cave with old Ning, and just I gotta do some meditating, and I owe Thessalocomodra a favor now, and I owe old Ning a few more favors, and it's probably gonna be best for me to head that way and start settling up my debts.
Dang.
Okay, I mean, did you need any help? Did we say anything wrong?
No. I mean, I did almost die twice in the Moon Temple.
Yeah.
It was-
You could use a vacation.
I'm gonna take a break for a while and just do me for a little while. I might see you again though. I probably will.
Okay, no, that's fine. We definitely want to have you in our lives, but you take a break. You do what you got to do.
Hey, of course. Well, anyway, I'm gonna mosey on out. I'm gonna grab myself a steed and make it past the sinking lands, hopefully, before.
Yeah, when you see Ning, let him know Siglin's back. I'm sure he probably knows, but just to be nice.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm sure he'll want to get caught up in everything as well. So, and maybe I'll see you all in the caves or the tavern.
Yeah. We'll definitely
sounds
see
good.
you around. I want a hug though.
Oh,
It's been great.
absolutely. Hey, thank you guys. I wouldn't be the man I am today without you. Literally, I would be 9 years old right now. It would be
Yeah,
I'd be
you'd be
very
a
different.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, our boy's all grown up.
We grow up so fast, don't we? You know, you kind of make.
Oh, bye, Desi. It's been great.
Well, yeah, have a good one. You all stay safe, stay good. I will I'll see you on the other side. And then he saunters off into the light evening midnight mists of the city of 7,000 smokes.
I'll miss him.
That dude was way too fucking powerful for us.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole though. He needs to go and relax.
What level did he end up as? Level 3?
I think he's 4. I don't know. Let me
No,
check.
he was 3.
Oh yeah, it's Solva's 4. Yeah, he's 3.
No.
So what is he got a +8 to casting spells then?
Yeah,
Gross.
yeah, because he's got the 5N. Yeah.
And then is it another +2 if it's black magic?
I haven't been counting that in, but yeah.
So he's got a base a 10, a +10 to cast spells as a level 3 character. That's gross.
Yeah.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah, I'm
But
black.
it's also super powerful. He should be dead almost from what happened the last couple times, but like if things get too dicey, he might pop back up.
Siglin, he lost a stamina point.
Yes.
What does, and that means he also lost he's down to a 1 on his modifier. What's his new HP?
What
Can we figure that out before
yeah,
it gets
so
too
what
weird?
level is Siglin?
He's level 3.
He's level 3. He lost enough stamina that he only has a +1 to his stamina now. So
Yeah, he was at 23.
he
so
got-
he was pretty beefy.
he got 2. Wow, that is BB. He got 2 from level 0 with the +2. He got another 2 from level 1, another 2 from level 2, and another 2 from level 3. So we just need to remove 4 of those 4. Yeah, so 4 of those 8 points. So he loses 4 hit points.
Okay, so 19.
19, not
Sounds
bad.
good. Yeah, no, we're good. Just wanted to make sure.
Not bad for a wizard at all. And
I've
yeah,
got most of his online sheet updated.
and if and when he does level, what XP is he at right now? What XP did he die at?
123.
So he's kind of close to leveling. Is that true or no?
Nice. I thought it was 190 something. I may be wrong.
I'm probably the one who's wrong here. I don't usually track experience in this game because it's not my job. Yeah, 190 is level 4, so he's just barely level 3. That's cool. All right, but close to level 4. Wow, incredible! Like I can't believe Siglin's actually back now. That's crazy. Desmond left. What's Siglin's luck looking like? Does Siglin need to have a drink?
He was at -3 before he died.
-3, like.
Oh no, like from his total of which is 14 now, so he's at 11.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's not terrible. So. Yeah, no, he's good. He's good. So yeah, I would say. What are your... I guess we should kind of figure out where we're going with the campaign. Did you want to get in your boat? What do you want to do next? Do you want to go to Old Ning's cave and get back caught up with everything with Siglin? Did you want to start petitioning the courts to give you more money to take like a expedition out to the Island of Light? Or is there something else that you had in mind?
Guess we're kind of free reign at this point. I think Olsalva's very much interested in the Island of Light just because she sees the amount of money that can be made. And that's her thing. But, is there... I mean, maybe we could follow up with Siglin and Old Ning to maybe get him... I guess he's got all of his spells. I don't know. It would be cool to let him know he's back alive, though.
That's what Desi's doing,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. So yeah, we could do that later. I just feel if we go to the Island of Light, we're gonna be there a while. So if there's anything else we want to do, we should do that.
Oh yeah, and also like it's an expedition, so you'd need to like... I mean, you do have a decent sized crew currently, but you would almost certainly need like some more backup, like people to go adventuring, like some level zeros, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
What about the boat crew?
The boat crew, but he was saying that before we can get a little bit better of a crew in too.
Yeah, if you want to do
Oh.
increase, like also the boat crew is like the boat crew. Like you can't just
Oh, okay. Yeah.
park a boat out at sea and just leave it there while you go explore the island. Like you need people to.
Yeah, them to be on the boat. And,
I
yeah.
also am using. I tried to be realistic with the naval stuff, and I realized just like, you know how many people you need as a crew on the kind of boat that you all have?
At
No.
least probably around 30.
100 would be considered a skeleton
What?
crew. Yeah, it's just an insane amount of people to keep a boat going. Like that's what I was thinking, like 30. So we'll cut it in half and make it 15. But it's like, no, it's 15 because that's the only reasonable thing to keep track of. You technically need like 100 people on a galleon.
I had no idea. It's crazy. I would think that that's about, a quarter of many as you could fit on a galleon.
Yet a typical crew would consist of around 200 to 400 men. Would also carry as many as 40 paying passengers. And I think that this is because like you need multiple people per cannon.
Oh, gotcha.
I think
guess if
that,
you take everything into account.
yeah, well, yeah, because it's you need the guy to load the cannon, you need the guy to like deal with the cannon, but the guy who puts the cannonball in the cannon is not the same guy who puts the powder in the cannon, and that's not the same guy who like plunges that cannon, and that's
Probably
just
a repair
one
crew
cannon.
too.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. Yeah, it's the people who work up in the rigging, the people who deal with the masts are different than the people who deal with the stuff below deck, are different than the people who deal like it's so complex to keep a ship going. I'm not surprised that like people didn't oftentimes travel by boat back in the olden days. It's kind of insane.
I just couldn't remember if you were saying last session if there's something else you wanted to do.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
Okay. Yeah.
other
No, I
than
think the
it was
Island of
just
Light.
signaling was the goal. Yeah.
Unless
It's a good.
So you could
Well, I guess-
also try to, if you wanted to like make yourselves the agents of the Carnifex and try to like, get her as a patron, that would be something that's possible in the realm of possibilities as well.
The Raven.
Yeah. Did we see where it went or anything? I guess we could follow
Yeah,
up
the
on
moon. We saw it.
It just crossed the path of the moon so that you could see it silhouetted there for a second, but it was more or less just an omen, a portent, to sign. You don't necessarily need to track down that raven. But let me see what the book says about the Carnifex as a patron. Where is...
Yeah, that's right. Olsalva wanted to be a patron of the Carnifex.
Alright. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Olsalva wanted to have the Carnifex be a patron.
Alright. See here. Yeah, Carnifex, page 50. When gods turn their affections to the mortal realm, it must invariably end in tragedy. The mortal vessel is unfit for divinity, and the gaze of any god is both a gift and a curse. Yet some gods delight in toying with the lives of mortals, and may, for a short while, even fall in love. The Carnifex is one such goddess. Once a millennium, the saint of executioners, lepers, and outcasts takes a mortal for her own. But should the character make overtures to another patron, or worse, share his or her affections with another mortal, the wrath of the spurned goddess will know no bounds. This is interesting. I've never actually read this.
Too
So
dramatic for me.
yeah, I mean, like we're both what?
Let's look at the benefits, not the downside.
Carnifax bestows her affection upon only one character at a time. Entire empires may rise, fall, and fade from her memory before she favors another. Note that the Carnifax taste spans multiverses and all its children, and her chosen one may be of any sex or race. It's a lot of death-themed evocations. Mask of Death, all foes must make a morale check or be shaken, suffering a -5 to attacks. Crows, maggots, stench of death, patron taint looks, yeah, it's just, wasting diseases, a new trophy for domain, a lesser scion of law, so Carnifex is like some kind of chaotic patron. But the spells. Cloak of the Carnifex. Foes must succeed in will saves to hear or see you. Lasts for a number of rounds. So the Cloak of the Carnifex is basically like a cloak of invisibility. The level 2 spell is an Executioner's Blade. And level 3 spell is Shroud of Death. So it's not a terrible patron for a thief to have.
No, I mean, especially with Osalva being chaotic, I just don't know if it's going to cause issues doing tasks for Oldning and such.
I mean, that's a great question. It could cause patron taint. It could cause something like that to take place, which could send you on a quest or something.
Yeah, I mean, the spells kind of seem worth it.
What's your spell casting dice as a thief?
Oh, that's Siglin. The cast from scroll is D12.
Okay, let's not. I want to see how non-wizard agents work with patronage. Because I have not entirely read... I've not actually done that really before. I did do it once and kind of like... It did make sense in the story, but let's see Patron Bond has to say. You can cast Patron Bond on anyone. So that's what I want to look up here. Here we are. When cast on another... Okay, alright. And what's Osolva's intelligence? If Osolva like was going to cast a spell, like what would their intelligence score be?
It's 12.
It's a 12. Okay, so it won't give you a +1 or anything. It looks like it's really hard for non-casters to... But it's not impossible. It definitely says that it is possible when cast on others. It doesn't say that the others have to be...
Yeah, I might hold
Yeah,
off. I
the
think
mortal need
there's
not be a
a
spellcaster.
possibility to find better patrons in the Island of Light from what she's read.
Oh yeah, definitely a possibility. Okay, so on that note, you don't want to pursue the Carnifex as a patron. Is
I do
there?
appreciate you reading it though. That is cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely neat. It is also I think it's neat that you can, as a spellcaster, you're the main person who has the patron, and then it's expected that you'll also cast patron bond on people who are not patrons, and it gives them special abilities as well, who are not wizards. It's like, it even says it's like they're usually not wizards at all.
Gotcha. Yeah, it might not be a bad one for Siglin, but he's already bonded.
Yeah. And I guess even if you weren't a spellcaster, you could still cast invoke patron for the Carnifex, and also whatever spells she would give you. So that it's definitely a potentiality. Like, I'd even give you your caster level as a thief, because it does seem those spells are really on point for thieves.
Yeah, I mean, if without like I mean, with the level, it probably seems worth it. Otherwise, it just kind of seems like something that I'm gonna get spell burned or whatever it is.
And I
Bad
mean,
stuff.
you won't be. Yeah, you definitely would need to spell burn a lot more often than you would with like a spell casting character, but it's definitely not impossible to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna hold off though because it's specifically kind of a one patron sort of deal. Maybe with a different character it would work out better.
Yeah. I will say
Just
that
from
I
what I've
don't.
read on the Island of Light, I'd like to get a patron of that sort.
What about Dennis?
Dennis, that would be scary.
Right? How funny would that be?
And
Yeah, if Dennis
Bauchicha, you're
became
already allied to
The Red God, correct?
but
and
Dennis
Ning.
isn't.
And yeah, yep.
Also, are you allied to Old Ning? Are you an agent of Ning?
Where's she here?
'Cause I don't think you are.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, it was just Siglin and Bauchicha.
So yeah, I mean, I think it would make the most sense for Olsolva. I don't think Dennis would go for the Carnifex, or the Carnifex would go for Dennis. It's a little.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Um, yeah, I mean, if you think it can work, then let's make it work.
I think it could work. I'll give you the caster level bonus for the invoke patron check, so you could cast it as if you were a spell caster. And since, I mean, the spells are
Like they're
they're
really for thieves. I guess you could be like a sneaky wizard.
yeah, for sure, but like it makes so much sense for a thief to have like the cloak of the Carnifex and the executioner's blade that like flies around.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
Yeah, let's do it then.
okay, so
Do I slice my hand on the computer or?
No, so how this is gonna work is you need to basically try to just bond yourself with the patron somehow. And since this is Lankhmar, I would say that you need to try to bring your patron to prominence. Like, you need people
Oh,
to
we know where that
start.
shrine is.
Right. You need to get more people to worship the Carnifex.
All right, I'll start with my little children, my little orphans. I'll have them go and scrub up the
Yes.
shrine and keep it clean and bring some offerings.
That's right. You do
And
have
maybe
several
pass out
dozen.
flyers.
Children. Yep. Babies. Yes, the kids can clean it up, make it look nice.
Maybe make other ones around the city, or I guess maybe not full shrines, but
They could make
yeah,
little art objects of like a two-headed raven, and maybe like try to throw up
Yeah.
some other stuffs around.
help direct people. Like they're looking for the bakery, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll take you to the bakery. And then they bring him to the shrine.
That's not terrible either. Like, oh, I'll take you to the real bakery once you give some money to the shrine, punk. Like, I get it. So this got in and around Gibbet's Giblet. You're not going into that neighborhood because you've made an agreement with the abbotess of the owlets, of the 40 owlets, that you wouldn't do that.
Correct.
But you and your little army, your little child army, when you do come back to the shrine, you notice the charnel house has completely collapsed on itself. It's kicked up a bunch of dust and debris, and it's just been completely collapsed in on all of those like burning pits. So everything's just gone, and a bunch of ash has been kicked up. So the kids have their work kind of cut out for them, cleaning up this alleyway and cleaning up this shrine. But the shrine they do clean up. And I will say over the next couple of weeks, given a make a couple luck checks for me. Let's see you roll a couple luck checks for the solver real quick.
Nice.
All right, yeah, that's a 2. Roll one more for the other week.
I'm a 14.
You're at a
Oh, wait,
14.
that's Siglin. Where's Ilsolva? Nope. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay, cool.
15.
Perfect. So yeah, I would say after a couple weeks, the shrine is returned to its former glory. People become more aware of it and start to pay, money to it. Lots of people have heard of the Carnifex, as she has a place in the Lankhmarian pantheon. And lepers, other outcasts from around, people kicked out of the Thieves Guild, even some of the slaves from those pit fights that the Pimp Street Scutters were holding before they were completely almost wiped as a gang, and then they've slowly been making a resurgence. But they come and they give some of their winnings here, and there's even some gold pieces that end up getting placed into this shrine, and a couple more shrines pop up a little closer to Barter Street, still in the slum area, but. Yes, a few of these shrines. I would say 2 shrines now exist to the Carnifex, and that the power, her influence is slowly coming back from where it was. Also, you were I think you were the one to figure out the puzzle that freed the Carnifex from her prison, where she was imprisoned for so long. So the Carnifex is out, metaphorically and spiritually, in the realm of Lankhmar, making changes and able to do things, and you are kind of spearheading that. So I will say, if you want to try to roll the patron bond spell, that you can.
Ooh. Do I do it with a D12?
No, you use a d20.
Okay.
Because you're not casting it from a scroll.
Oh, gotcha.
You're just trying to fully ally yourself with this
do I
patron.
get my int or luck mod?
You do get your intelligence mod. I'll say you get your luck mod as well if you've got one. And it takes a week. It takes a full week for you to do this, but I'll say that it's a week that you spend kind of in and around this shrine.
15. I can throw some luck on it if need be.
I thought it should be more. You rolled a 14, right?
Yeah.
Did you only get a +1?
Yeah, I just have a +1 to my luck mod.
And you don't have an intelligence mod?
No.
And wait, what level are you?
4.
So you get to add the 4.
Oh, okay, for this. Okay.
Yeah, so you're at a 19.
Yeah. And I can throw some luck on that.
No, I mean, that'll do it. You can, if you want to get up to 20, you'll get, Oh, you can cast Invoke Patron twice a day if you burn up to 20. If you burn 2 points. But if you just keep it at where you is, you get a nice face tattoo. And you get Invoke Patron. You can cast it once per day with a +1 bonus to the spell check.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
If
go
you
ahead and just
want,
use a fleeting luck.
yeah, if you want to burn up to 24, then you'll get Invoke Patron. You'll cast it
I'll get a
twice a
D6,
day,
right?
and you'll also get one of those spells. Oh, you do get a D6. That's right.
So that puts me at 21. So let's burn the other one. Nice.
27 all day.
27.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You are considered an important person in your patron's plans. You are marked as one in the patron's service. You learn the spell Invoke Patron as it relates to your patron and may cast it twice per day at a +1 bonus. You are also going to be receiving a gift for which a counter gift is to be expected. The gift is a single spell selected from the spell list. You can cast a spell once per day in the casting of Invoke Patron. Each time you cast the patron spell or Invoke Patron, you become indebted to your patron, who will call in a debt at some point, of which a debt has already been called up. And let me just give me a moment here to figure out. Okay. The Carnifex demands a sign of fealty. You must carve the sign of the Carnifex into your body, smearing the wound with a mix of salt, ash, and dye. This will inflict 1d5 points of damage, and it will require a DC 10 will save to retain consciousness. But if you successfully complete the act without succumbing to the pain, you will receive a luck point.
So DC 10. What do you want me to roll first? The D5?
Let me know what part of your body you're going to be carving the sign of the Carnifex into.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ulsolva.
Yeah.
It would be kind of sick for your chest,
I
but
was thinking my chest, but I'd like my back. I can't do that, but yeah, I'll kind of do my neck and chest. Well, like not my neck, but kind of around the collarbone area.
Okay, yeah, around like the collar. And what sign of the Carnifex do you want to use? Like the three-headed raven?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Okay.
That might be hard to carve. Maybe a big moon. I don't know.
Well, she's not the god of the moon.
Oh yeah, but yeah, my dex is 15. I think I could carve a three-headed raven.
Oh yeah. The standard is like almost like an underside view, like the three heads. So it would be like in like the center of your basically one of the heads will be up your neck, and then the other two will be flanking it on your two collarbones on either side.
Yeah,
and then have like the wings spread out underneath that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so that totally works. You'll gather the ingredients for that. We'll see that as part of this week of ceremony. So yeah, go ahead and roll the D5 for damage, and then go ahead and roll a D20 for your will save.
1 for the D5.
All right, not bad.
And we'll save. 4, 3. Okay. 18.
Nice. All right, cool. So yeah, you managed to do it, and you get a luck point as well for bringing.
16 makes my mod a 2 now, right?
Yes, I believe. Let me confirm. Yes, it is. 16 is a +2. Perfect. Yeah, so your luck goes up. You brought the cult of the Carnifex back to the city of Lankhmar and changed the future for the way things that are gonna go. Give me a moment here. Let me see. See if I've got. Oh wow. Can you all hear that at all?
No?
Another beat.
I heard a whoo.
You got goblins again?
Had a bunch. The same guys as last week with all the vehicles, the
Oh,
loud
gotcha.
vehicles. I'm not going to lie. I don't have anything else really prepared other than figuring out how to deal with the return of Siglin. I will say that there is a kind of like a stately dinner being planned for your characters at the moment, but I don't have my notes on that in front of me at this second. So if you all want to take a quick break and we'll maybe come back and do a little setup for next week.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, cool. I will look over my notes here and we'll be back in just a second.
Sure.
You said the next thing you want to do is set up to go on a quest for the Isle of Light. Is that correct?
Yeah, maybe petition the court and see if we get some money out of them too, because, I mean, it's an expedition.
No, yeah, that's
We
what I
might
was
want to
thinking.
fund it a little bit.
So Duke Arasso is the Duke of Lankhmar, whose treasure hoard is second to none, save perhaps that of the Overlord himself. Most infamous of all are the so-called Stars of Lankhmar, 3 enormous jewels pledged to the gods of Lankhmar, yet never delivered. Many a drunken, boasting thief has sworn an oath to claim the gems, only to be found hanging from the gibbets at dawn. Um, I'll have each of you, both of you, roll a d7. Tell me what you get on there.
Just Olsolva and Bauchicha or everyone?
No, just Osolva and Bauchicha. Just one rumor per player.
3 for me.
2 for Olsolva.
Osolva knows that the Duke's manse has some iron grates around it that lead directly to sewers that run beneath the manse. And Bauchicha has heard that this vault is secured by 3 locks, which need to be opened at exactly the same time. However, you're trying to get the gold out of this vault through different means, and you've managed to basically you've become quite well known. Um, Even people who used to serve the Duke, Lady Greentrusses, big fan of yours, has been talking you up. Even the Overlord himself is pleased that you've ended the 10-day magical night, 12 days of magical night that befouled the city for several days a few weeks ago, and they are going to have a feast in honor. There's like a big to do kind of event. People from all of the noble families are going to get invitations to come to this kind of gala in your honor. Um,
Perfect.
and
It's about time we're getting some respect.
it is during
Good time to
that.
pitch our speech.
Yeah, that will be the perfect time to rub elbows with the well-to-do in Lankhmar and try to get funding for a future expedition across the sea to the Isle of Light, which will be uh, very involved adventure for you. But I think it's totally doable, and it's the perfect location to get that wealth. And I'm gonna I'm gonna say your characters are gonna be there for sure. It's going to be an event in your character's honor. And unless Yeah, this is gonna be very, very interesting to run. And one of the things that I would like to do is to have, since your characters are going to be there as kind of like these guests of honor, uh, I would like for you to play as some other characters, the thieves in Lankhmar who are trying to break this event here.
That'd be fun.
Do you all think that would be kind of interesting? I could get like some gens throw your way and have you go through the adventure. Like your characters will absolutely be there and may even take part in the action. But I think it's a much more interesting story to try to get in to this place than to try to get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be fun. Yeah.
What about experience for this week? Let's see. Beat death in a card game, brought the Carnifex back. I'll say, 5 experience points. Now, we did not have a very big week. Have had, let's say, probably the last. We did get Siglin back, and we've been just kind of leading up to that, so there was a lot of suspense. And we've had some very big sessions over the past few weeks. I don't know why I didn't play more. I genuinely do feel bad for kind of like dropping the ball, but I think it would be better.
Oh no, it's okay. We got
There's
our
no way you
shot
could've
pokey
known.
poke, so we weren't sure if we were gonna make it or not. So
That's also true. But I'm glad to hear that you're vaccinated. I'm getting vaccinated next week. Were you fine yesterday, or Was it like?
It felt like a really shitty hangover. Like I was like body aches and chills, and then I felt kind of feverish and stuff at times, and just like not right, you know. And then today I woke up and like my joints are a little bit sore, like my knees and my shoulders and things, but I'm completely fine other than that.
I was just a little sleepy, but no problems for me.
Yeah,
And
he was
what did you
fine.
get? Did you get your shots on Thursday or yesterday?
Thursday. I got mine at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, in the evening.
Oh, and so
Yeah.
you didn't feel bad until the next day then?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm supposed to get mine like right before we play next week.
I noticed maybe 4 hours or so afterwards, I felt like maybe, I don't know, like my sinuses were opening up, just maybe a little lightheaded, not even lightheaded. I don't know the way I felt different, but it wasn't until the next day I was like, oh man, I need a nap.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that shouldn't be too. So yeah, we'll set it up. We'll play again next week, and I will have more stuff actually.
That works for me.
Works.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm gonna look over this book more, and I guess Olsalvo will probably reveal some details about Chicha. Let her look at it.
Oh yeah, have you two both been reading through the book, or has just one of you read it?
Andrew's gone over it a lot, and then it's like told me. I've been super busy, but he's pretty much cliff notes it for me as he goes.
Nice. Yeah, it's very interesting. I went through the whole thing before I sent it over. I didn't like send over that copy, but I had a PDF of it. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's a very cool like in-universe guide to an RPG setting. So I'm very intrigued to see how it goes.
It definitely is enveloping, and it's just cool. It's like a Skyrim book or something.
Dude, exactly. Yes, that's why I think it's so cool. But anyway,
All right,
I think on that
playing
note, yeah, we've
the
this is going to be very interesting next week. I have some different ideas, but yeah, we'll get back on it next week. Sorry for the light session this week, but we'll be back on it. But let's get to everybody's favorite part of the session, starting with about Chicha. What was your favorite part of the session, even incredibly short?
I mean, obviously getting Siglin back, that's been like, forever. I'm kind of still in shock, like, what? Well, he's here? This is real? Okay.
And yeah, I think getting Siglin back was huge. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I was worried that we were going to end up losing more of you, but also having the death card, I think, was like the biggest thing there. Like,
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the session.
That's your favorite part of the session, was getting that death
Yeah,
card?
having that sneaky death card. Like, I mean, it's great to get Siglin back and everything, but just, that was almost expected. Or, the plan anyway. The cherry topper was that death card.
Yeah, and that's gonna be like, that'll bring someone back from the dead next time that happens. Oh snap! I didn't have my microphone clipped on. I'm still learning all this stuff.
Still picking you up.
Yeah,
well.
we can still hear you fine.
Yeah, you sounded like you
Just
were on your
fine.
old mic, I guess. That's what I didn't realize.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, yeah. Now I have it's clipped on. I'm still learning this. Hopefully, I'll have the Bluetooth headphones next week, and that will keep me from yanking my laptop off of this bookshelf. But it's pretty wired together. Yeah. So as always, thank you for watching. I've been Judge Zed, aka Zacharias the Pious of House Lane, first of his name, former Lord of Give a Shit, Ashir, Harbinger of Sass, and Holy Prince of the Sea of Ash, and Lord of the Game. And this week, that game has been the only game whose maze craze plays for days in ways that will amaze days and set characters ablaze. Dungeon Crawl Classics. Thank you all for watching. We'll have more stuff for you next week. Thanks for hanging in there. We'll see you all real soon. Make sure to get vaccinated and keep your mask on if you're not. See you all again. Have a good one.